Over here in the red, we have our player who tried the craziest cheese I've ever seen. Let's see if he does something similar in this round.
Golden for you.
Yeah. Totally wild.
Golden for you. Be sure to send in questions, guys, for the interview. In the blue is...
GgoBooGie.
All right. Well, okay, pylon outside the base. Interesting little tidbit. This is a map that if, you know, as I've been saying, if you're Korean and a Zerg, you normally like 14 hatch. But if you go pool first on this map, which is actually the best map for a hatch first, and they actually go forge for a cannon expansion, you can actually break it down with Roach because of the 2 entrances, and as well as the huge surface area between Nidus's and Roach attacks. You can always get in there. We do have the gas going up for our Zerg player. Scouting quite quickly with his drone.
Now, the Overlord Scout here, this is not uncommon for Protoss to put this down here. The drone actually attacking the pylon. He knows he's not going to kill the pylon. There's not enough time, but he's trying to see if he can force the Protoss to take a probe off of mining and chase his drone.
Interesting that he sent a drone this fast, because your Overlord gets over there so quickly. He may want to steal the gas. That could be why he's over there.
You take that extractor, then all of a sudden you're chopping down the number of build orders that you can do. And here he goes, yeah. He can't actually make as many sentries and stalkers, only zealots if he does want to do a timing attack.
Yeah, that's right. That'll make Roaches a little bit more powerful. It'll make it harder to other tech rushes, such as blink rushes, DT rushes. You really need that double gas for that. So, I like this. He's going speed first, a very safe opening, the safest opening Zerg has.
Getting the Zergling speed allows you to get rid of any scouting probes really easily.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good your probe control is.
Gives you early map control, and also allows you to scout around for any hidden pylons for warp-in rushes, and threaten run-bys. There's all sorts of cool stuff you can do with it.
Now, it's possible, as you said, this will make Roaches stronger.
Yeah.
By the way, he's definitely wants to get that gas back. He's actually taking 4 probes. That's a lot of minerals lost.
Yep. He wants that second gas. And, okay, he is making the Stalker first. But he is getting a second gas.
Now, he could get Roaches here and just attack if the Protoss decides to fast expand, which I think most other Protoss players would have done in this case. This guy's not going to. He's committed to 1 basing.
Yeah.
If the Protoss does fast expand, you can get Roaches out there, angle them, tear down the entrance, or these rocks over here, and bust in there. And of course, he's mostly going to have Zealots and Cannons, which Roaches are not that bad against at all. In fact, I dare to say that Roaches are quite good against Zealots, specifically.
Yeah, they quite are. Well, all right, interesting build. Despite having his gas stolen, our Protoss player is electing to go Stargate. I do think it's going to be the 3 to 4 Phoenixes and then move out type of Stargate. It's a scary one for Zerg to deal with. And in fact, in the past week and a half on the Korean ladder, we've seen a lot of Protosses actually using Starport tech a lot more. Or Stargate, rather. Normally after expansion, sometimes like this, though. And it's just good because of the current, you know, there's so many Roaches out there, and it forces Hydras. And, of course, Hydras can be countered extremely strongly with the Colossus.
Yeah.
Now, we do have a Void Ray.
Void Ray?
First.
Perhaps he predicted Roaches like I thought.
And that is a Roach Warren. So, and we don't have even we do have a second queen, but there's no creep connecting the main and the natural. That's something you have to do, is lay some extra creep tumors.
He's going to get a Twilight Council. He may go for Blink after this.
Yeah, he could go for Blink. He also could go for Dark Templars.
Oh, yeah, it's true as well.
Yep.
Now, note, we don't normally see people Void Ray rush if their gases are stolen because they get the Void Ray out later, but it still has an element of surprise because with 2 smart players, you never expect them to do something that's not as efficient.
Now, the second queen is walking up ever so slowly from the expansion. And yeah, you're not going to get away like that.
I don't even know why he's not attacking, yeah. Transfusion, maybe?
Nope. No energy yet. Now, this is why you always need creep in between your main and natural. A lot of people try to, you know, just get those extra injects. You can't even spend all the larvae that quickly. So, you know, it's something that more players need to.
And it is going to be a blink rush. He's going to force him because he doesn't know if a second Void Ray is about to pop out, so he's going to have to make spore colonies, spore crawlers, excuse me. You know, get extra queens and all that. And then what's going to happen is he's going to come in there with a bunch of stalkers and blink around.
That's right. Now notice that our Zerg player, he's like, oh, there's Void Rays. I need creep in between my main and my natural. There you go.
Getting a Hydralisk in too.
Now this is interesting that he's actually going for a blink rush after a Void Ray, because a Void Ray is going to force Hydra, and Hydra's really kind of what you want to go to hold the blink rush. Burrow Roach can sometimes work, but Hydras are going to be the unit's best at fighting off Mass Stalker. So kind of interesting the choices that we're seeing here. I'm not saying they're necessarily bad in this case. Especially considering he's forced some Spore Crawlers.
Now is the moment.
Oh man, this timing I think is going to just straight up kill our Zerg player.
He's punked this Zerg pretty hard, I think.
Yeah.
Because this is like such a kind of weird build.
Normally,
the Zerg actually thought that there was no way that the Void Rays would be coming. Wow, this is so good. I'm like so impressed.
This natural base is, for all intents and purposes, going to go down. Thing is, with the Void Ray there, that's going to help quite a bit.
Yeah.
You know, normally this is a much a map that Zerg really wants to play against Protoss on, but is really abused the Zerg player this game. Golden's in a lot of trouble here.
Remember, he can just blink back the ones that are getting hurt. There's almost no way to stop this because Zerg prepared for something that basically wasn't going to happen.
Yep. The single Void Ray does go down. Has a decent amount of Hydras, but no. I mean, I don't think this is going to be enough.
Well, it's up to the Stalker micro, yeah.
Yeah. Look at that. The drone's even coming out. Just not enough Hydras right now. And Golden, not going to be happy about this, man. Looks
Golden
like,
probably not feeling Golden, probably feeling more like lead or something like that.
He may want to wait for the shields to go back up. He has a lot of hurt Stalkers out there in the front.
He has stopped mining at this expansion. That's one thing going for him.
Yep. He is getting a little bit of gas, and actually, Golden may hold this. This is actually quite astounding. You know, he's getting a little bit overzealous with these Stalkers, not waiting for his shields to come back. And so he's losing a few more than I thought he was going to here.
He needs to focus fire that hatchery and then run away.
Here come the Hydras. Does he have enough Stalkers to take them out? Uh-oh, I think he does, just barely. And it looks like he's going to clean up those Hydras.
He should just keep attacking this hatchery when he's warping this stuff in, I think. He's actually running back and just allowing the Zerg to kind of regroup an army as well.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. There are a few Hydras out. Queen taken out again.
And I think it's going to be GG.
Yeah, going to take that out. But our Zerg player probably shouldn't leave quite yet. This Protoss does not have an expansion up, although, yeah, obviously, it really looks like the Protoss is going to win this game. Still, Zerg, if he does get that critical number of Hydras and just destroy this army, but I don't think that's going to happen, especially with that Zealot coming into play. Chasing him down, and it looks like Startail Boogie Boy may be eliminating one of the best FOU players. Maybe they aren't invincible, Tasteless.
I guess someone could beat FOU after all. Look at that great micro, just blinking the weaker ones back.
Yep.
Wow.
Very nice micro by Boogie Boy. Oh man, just not mining anymore.
All right, expect GG any second.
That's right.
Because this game's over. Zerg does not have any drones, or doesn't have enough drones.
GG. Golden FOU.
Wow.
Eliminated in the round of 32 despite being one of the best FOU players, and Boogie Boy is gonna move on.
Boogie Boy is damn good.
That was a nice rush. He really microed it quite well. He took a map that a lot of Protosses don't want to play against Zerg on. I think that's, in fact, the Protoss' least favorite map against Zerg. A lot of them do like to thumb it down in the old system of the GOM maps. And he created a nice build there. Went in with the Void Ray, harassed, kind of forced some stuff, you know. Forced him into going Hydra and hit right before the Hydras hit a big enough number to hold it off.
I'm wondering if he actually planned on doing that build no matter what. because he did put so many probes to attack that extractor to get it back. That
I think you're right, Tasteless. I think he did. He was like, okay, no matter what, I'm doing this build. This is it. This is my build on this map. We'll see if I can pull it out. Really use that high ground above the natural to good effect. If he had engaged anywhere else, I feel like the Zerg may have had a better chance to hold it off.
Yeah. Well, interesting games. Definitely educational. Man, the first game and the second game, so much trickery, so much tomfoolery.
Yeah, man.
So many sneaky strategies that I'm really impressed. I really enjoyed that. Hope you guys submitted some questions so that we can ask them.
Yeah. We're going to be interviewing Boogie Boy from Startail in a few minutes here. But, Golden is out. I felt like we were going to see Golden get further after watching the Zerg vs. Zerg games versus OGS The Wind. An S-class player got pretty manhandled by Golden.
No kidding.
So I'm a little bit surprised about this.
Well, it's just weird because I finally saw somebody from FOU lose a game.
Yeah.
I thought they were just all going to, we're going to have nothing but 8 FOUs in the final 8, and they just, all quit and split the prize money or something. But I guess apparently a FOU can lose. Up next, we have TSL Rain against NSP Genius. That's Next Genius. I guess he's wearing his NSP clan. So Next Genius, this is going to be pretty awesome. TVP. We're going to have, of course, an interview from Artosis with our winner from that series, Boogie Boy.
Okay.
Thanks to our sponsors, Sony Ericsson, and thanks everybody for tuning in. Spread the word for that brief break. Get on your messenger, get on the forums, and tell your friends to tune in because it's live right now. So tell them to watch. We'll be back soon.